Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of New Book Who Dis, and I did not mute YouTube in the background. Ha 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 ha. And welcome my guest, Matt Burke, for BUTCH CLEAVER 2. What's going on, brother? Good to see you, man.
How's it going, man? Thanks for having me. I'm doing great.
Absolutely, man. Thanks for coming to hang out.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah, I forgot to mute the video in the background. So I've got this weird thing going on where I've got the audio for StreamYards coming through my headphones, but apparently all the rest of the audio on my computer is coming through the speaker in the back of this monitor, and I'm not exactly sure why. That's bizarre. Let's see if I can fix that. All right, there we go. So now, okay, yep, ha, fixed it. Anyway, sorry, little technical difficulties. Let's see who we got in the chat. Oh, we got Lola. What's up, Lola? Thanks for coming to hang out. And we got a flying feline. Two lovely ladies hanging out with us this evening, Matt. What's up, flying feline? Skull, thank you for coming to hang out. Appreciate you guys being here. So what you been up to besides? I mean, obviously you're working on the book, but what else you been working on, man? What else has been taking up your time?
Just working on the book, and then prior to that, I did a song for the campaign. I was actually inspired by you. So I'm gonna propose a toast to you. I got some Kraken right here, destroying California.
Hell yeah.
So, this is the death metal hero. Oh yeah.
To you, good sir.
Hell yeah.
Skull.
Skull. So yeah, man, that song you did on the first campaign, man, it really inspired me, and hit up my buddy Dave, because me and him got a band, Nightmare Nemesis, and I really wanted to.
Ooh, I like that name.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
And we hadn't done anything for 2 years, and I just really wanted to do it. I said, hey, man, would you like to make a song for BUTCH CLEAVER? You know, we're just going to give it away if people want it, you know, and you want to do it. And all these things have to, you know, come together. And he's like, oh, yeah, fuck yeah, let's do it. So we got
Hell yeah, dude.
I was lucky that way. So thanks, Dave. Thanks.
Hell
Dave.
yeah, man. That's awesome. Yeah, that was a fun experience doing the song for the first campaign, man. Like I hadn't done anything like that in a while. Hey, what's up, Jason? Thanks for listening, man. Appreciate you. Hail. But yeah, it was funny because Rot just kind of reached out to me. He's like, hey, so you want to do a song? I got some lyrics, and I think that, you know, you could probably do some bitchin' vocals. And I was like, oh yeah, for what campaign? And he's like, BUTCH CLEAVER, man, this. And I was like, oh shit, this looks awesome. Okay, yeah, I'm in. Fuck it, let's do it. And he had a couple of suggestions for songs, and they didn't quite feel right for the theme. You know, they were a little more trap metal than you know what I mean. Like it works for a certain style of book, but this I felt kind of it needed more of like a traditional like classic kind of metal. With some like loud growly,
oh for sure,
you know, the fun shit. So
yeah, man.
So it was a good time, man. It was a good time. I'm glad you got a song coming out for this one too. That's great. That you should do that for each one.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to do that for every single book that I make, hopefully. And if I can't do it, then I'm gonna try to outsource it, get someone else to do it. But it's just people really like that book. And I'm just like, I'm gonna do that every freaking book, you know.
Yeah.
It's fun. I mean, and that's an instant thing you get when you buy the book. You get a song, even if the book comes out 5 years later. Obviously, it won't. But I'm just saying,
right?
You instantly get a song to listen to. You know,
excellent.
And that's what
so
we did.
Is the song already done?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
nice.
So, and if people want to listen to it, it's on the page too. So it's the second video, and it's not a video. It's just the cover of the book with just the music, and then I have the lyrics in the description, so people can read them if they want.
Killer. We'll check that out when we take a look at the page. We got a Matt Kevlar hanging out. What's up, Matt? Yeah, today is a new book Who Dis instead of Do You Even Read. Next week we will be doing a Do You Even Read. It'll be Evil Ernie.
Ooh, I
the
love
first
Evil
one.
Ernie.
Yeah, the first one, man. Youth Gone Wild. That's what Ink and I are going to go over. And dude, if you've read it and you want to talk about it, man, you're more than welcome to come hang out. You know,
I've never read the first one, but I want to.
The first one. Yeah, well, I mean, you got time. You got a week. Next Thursday at 8, I think is when we're going to do it.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Well, it's what we're trying to do. We're trying to start up like a kind of like a comic book club. Like
Ooh,
let's
nice.
get together and talk about like the art and the story and like where we were in life when we read this, or just the experience of reading it. Hell, stuff if you've never read it before, jump in. So
Oh, for sure, man.
yeah.
Yeah,
But yeah, man, that's what we're doing. What's Jay Money? Good to see you, brother. Thanks for coming to hang out.
Hey, what's up, Jay?
Yeah. So yeah, just trying to start that, and that will be next Thursday. But like I said, if you want to read it and come hang out, and that goes for you as well at home, viewers. If you've read Evil Ernie: Youth Gone Wild, which features the first appearance of Lady Death.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Mark Silvestri, Lady Death from the most recent Kickstarter campaign.
Oh wow.
It's purty. It's purty.
No one does it like Polito, man.
I know, man. Ain't that the truth? Ain't
I love
that the truth?
I love his like the way he just does everything. I don't really I haven't backed any of his books yet, but I've seen
the Lady Death books have been great.
Really?
I've actually been getting the Lady Death books since he started putting them out. Since he launched Coffin Comics and decided to make his own line. Yeah.
He's got so many good artists on there, and it's a whole universe he's building over there, huh?
Yes. I mean, he's recreated. He's created Coffin Comics. He's got the Coffin verse now. Chaos unfortunately folded, and he had to sell all those characters. Which, believe me, every time I look through previews and I see Dynamite trying to do something with Purgatory or Chastity or Evil Ernie or my god, they've even separated Smiley from Evil Ernie, so they're using Smiley as his own character now.
That's horrible,
and
man.
They don't have anybody that really gets the characters, it seems. So I don't know. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Did you see the metal covers from Polito? Yeah, those are always fun. The red metal, the black metal. Yeah.
I want to make a metal comic book before I die, dude.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like every page, maybe just like put like some hinges on the spine on there, and
that would be a hell of a thing, man. That would.
I can't make too many of them. Probably be very expensive, but hey, it's a bucket list.
What's up, Eric? I hope you find your keys, buddy. Get one of those little things where you can just click it and it'll make noise. Like on your phone, like send a thing from your phone and it sends out a little bleep or something.
Get a necklace, like a lanyard.
Right. Not in the fridge. Sad. You tried to get. Oh, you tried to get one of those. Oh, never mind. Check the fridge. I tried. Makes me sad.
Hey, you ever look for something? It's in your hand. Like, where's the remote at?
You ever look for your glasses when they're on your fucking face?
Yeah, I've done pretty much all that.
Like, the fuck are my damn glass? Oh my god!
Oh man.
Oh,
yeah, for sure.
Yep. Mm-hmm. It's it's fun being a person sometimes.
Right.
What's up, Johnny Cage? Try making comics on stone tablets. I'm sure shipping will be cheap. Wicked cheap.
Cement blocks.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know what? You sell a mold. You get a mold of it, and then you just sell it to them, and then they pour their own concrete in it, and they make their own concrete comic. That way they can make as many copies as they want because they bought the mold.
Flintstones,
but they're still getting Oh shit! So what is the what are you currently reading? Actually, I'm curious. Like, where are you reading anything right now? Or are you kind of just like staying away from everything because you're working on your book? Because I know that some artists do that.
No, I try to read. It's just time. Like right now, I got a stack of like CG books that I'm just trying to chip away at. And then I launched my book, and then I got walking pneumonia for a while, so I didn't want to. I couldn't drink or do anything, so I just kind of slowly having like a drink or two every other day. Nothing crazy, and getting into my books. And
Scotch will help.
Yeah, that rye, man. I was drinking rye during like the pandemic, and everyone was getting sick at my work, and I worked around thousands of people. And I was fine, just fucking bullet rye every single day. And then no, I read what I can. I ain't gonna lie, I canceled a lot of books at my my LCS, and the only thing I really have on my pull right now is Headlopper, The Last Samurai, and Ragnarok by Walt Simonson, but I don't know if any of those are really going. and the Goon. I
Yeah.
like the Goon a lot, but he wasn't really he hasn't
Very
been really
sporadic. Yeah, very sporadic release on the Goon, because I was getting that as soon as he moved over to Albatross and was putting out Goon on his own, I had
Hillbilly.
started picking it up. You know, and Hillbilly. I like Eric Powell's stuff, man. You know, he's good.
Yeah, he's a big inspiration.
I was picking up the Ragnarok Walt Simonson as well. That's been pretty sporadic too. I mean, to be honest with you, dude. I mean, I work at my local comic shop, and there's a lot of stuff. Like I'm dropping X-Men. Like I'm dropping X-Men. I'm gonna hold on to Wolverine for a while, or for a little bit longer, just as long as Adam Kubert is still doing the pencils and Benjamin Percy is doing a good job writing it. I'll stay. You know, but as soon as it goes, you know, tits up, I'm gone. You know, like Adam Kubert's gone. Yeah, I'm probably gone.
Yeah.
I don't really. They've got Brian Hitch doing the artwork for Venom, so I might stay on Venom for a little bit. And it's the guy that was doing Immortal Hulk, Al Ewing.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I'm curious to see where it's going to go.
Yeah.
I got a little bored with Donnie's run on Venom towards the end. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
The Extreme Carnage thing, it was cool, and then it got to the end and it just kind of went.
Yeah.
And it really kind of took out some of the fire that I had for King in Black.
And it was cool.
Kind
I
of
don't lie. Like that King in Black.
What, King in Black? Okay, well then I need to finish reading it. I've got all of it, and
I don't got none of it. But I was gonna say,
you
like,
don't
the
have...
whole. I kind of cut out then, but I was just digging the whole. I mean, most OG fans don't like what he was doing and shit, you know. But I kind of just stopped picking up Venom, you know, with the Cates, you know, and I don't know, man.
Listen, I picked up the Venom run initially for Ryan Stegman.
Stegman. Yeah.
I love Stegman's artwork. I wasn't really familiar with Cates, and I was willing to give him a shot, but I picked up that book for Stegman, and I think most everybody else did too.
Absolutely. But yeah, that's pretty much it for me, man. And I've just been reading like crowdfunded books. I don't really play. I have like God of War and a couple of video games I don't even play. I want to play, but I've just been working on my comic books all the time.
Once you get your book done, once you get 2 done and shipped, like fulfilled, do yourself a favor and sit down and just take a weekend and play that God of War game. Like straight up, dude. Seriously.
You know what's fucked up? On a side note,
yeah.
One of the characters in that God of War game was going to be one of my characters in my new comic that I wanted to make in like 3 years. So I'm like, fuck. Someone, you know, people are jumping on it because I wanted to make a Norse book. The next that's one of my bucket list books after Butch Cleaver. I've been working on Butch. I love Butch Cleaver, man. I don't know if I'm ever going to put it down.
Right. Well, I mean, it's now. I'm curious. Is this the first concept that you came up with? Like, how old is this concept, or is this just one of your favorites?
It's not my oldest concept, but my second oldest concept. Probably my first concept would have been this bum character I created, a homeless person. But and I was really into Mignola at the time, so my art style was kind of like that. I got inspired and came up with Butch Cleaver, and he took over for about 10 years, I'm thinking, maybe 2013, 2014.
What's up,
and he's been working on that, and I try not to think about too much other stuff because I have a kind of a wild imagination.
Yeah, take it easy, Matt. Thanks for coming to hang out, man. Yeah, Matt's got his book, Knights of Kevlar, that he's working on. It's some good shit. Continue. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, that's fine. I have a bunch of different books. Stories I like to tell, and
right. I mean, I find that's kind of most creatives. We all have, you know, a bunch of stories that we want to tell. But what? So I guess what made you want to go with Butch Cleaver as the main story that you wanted to go with first? Like this is your first crowdfunded character. I mean, you got book 1 that came out, which I have. Where is it? I gotta go through and organize all of this. Holy crap. Yep, right there. Bam.
Thanhanks, man.
And both the cards.
I love your spinner
rack. One. Oh, dude. I love this spinner rack. Straight up. It's it really does make it easy to keep track of things. Like, no joke. being able to just spinning around like, okay, and you've got so much space, so you can put like 16 issues, so you can get a solid chunk of a run, in the spinner rack, so you can go through and read it. But yeah, and this one in particular will hold magazine size, so the prestige format ones that they've been releasing, like the Batman Damned, fits in there just fine.
Ooh, perfect.
And,
you can Euro.
Yeah. Anyway, I got them on Amazon like fucking 3 or 4 years ago, and the first one I got came really damaged, and so I asked if I could get my shipping refunded, just because the base didn't break and I could still use it, but it's pretty fucking damaged and I need to bend it back into place. And they're like, oh no, we'll refund the whole thing or we'll send you a new one. I was like, well shit, I'm gonna support a company like that. So I was like, go ahead and send me a new one. So they sent me a second rack that wasn't beat up. And so I put that one in the base, and then I had, the second one that was still beat up, and I used like the big metal pucks that they have for microphone stands and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Well, I got a bar and a spacer, and I had it sitting on there, and it worked. It just wasn't. It was a little too top heavy for that small of a base. You need a very wide base, otherwise, spinning this thing, it's liable to tip. So eventually, I got a new base for it, and I have 2 fucking spinner racks, man. Unfortunately, they don't have this particular model in stock anymore.
Dang.
Yeah. Like I said, this was a few years ago, like 2017, late 2016, maybe, probably 2017. I don't know. Time squishy and stretchy, isn't it?
Yeah. It's crazy times, man.
Oh yeah. Well, let's go ahead and take a look at the campaign. What are we going to say?
Oh, I was going to say, I think you said something about why I picked this.
Oh yeah,
character or something like that.
Yeah, why Butch Cleaver?
I just picked him because it really just spoke to me at the time that I created it. It just had this real like kind of, I hate to say the term metal, but it did, dude.
Hey man, and, I fully understand that. Music has always been a part of my life. Like, it's always been an intrinsic part of my life.
Yeah.
And when I discovered metal, it was just like this.
Yeah, exactly, dude. Exactly.
And there's nothing else that, I don't know. There's nothing else that really gets me moving.
Yeah, exactly.
Gets the blood pumping like metal.
Same here.
You give me some double kicks and like a galloping beat, like, oh, you get that crunchy guitar in there. Yes.
Exactly.
So I get it. All right. So this called out to you in that metal kind of way.
Yeah, and then I've been really just like I don't want to use the word obsessed, but I just love like Gothic architecture, and I really like the Western, and I thought if I kind of combine them the two, like. And put it like that as a setting, I think that would have been a cool world, because I'm into worlds. A lot of people are into, the character and the story, but I'm equally into the world as well. I think the world could be a character too. Towns could be a character,
Oh yeah, and, absolutely. The world feels more lived in when you do that.
Yeah, and I really wanted to just bring in like as far as the butcher, I know a lot of butchers. My grandma, she was actually a butcher in old Detroit back in the day. When she was 16, the old butcher manager, he would sit in the back drunk, passed out, and she'd go out there and break down a deer. My grandpa, he was a cop too in the old Detroit back in the day, in the 40s. Oh, wow. And he got me into the pulp. So there's like a little pulpy. It obviously it's not a book like with a prose with with minimal pictures, but just those characters of that era, the badasses like the Shadow, the Phantom,
The Shadow, the Phantom, the Rocketeer, 3 of my favorite characters from that era.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
And I don't know, man. It's like he's not like that though, but it's there. It's the inspiration's there. You know what I mean? He's got the gun.
It's got that in the mix. Very cool.
Yeah, and I just like that, and then I like Vikings, and I like Native American, like Indians, and I like samurais and ninjas and pirates. And I wanted to have a world where I could put all those in there. Like, what if there was a way for them to get there, like aquatically, into this world of Butch Cleaver, into this town of Oubliette, and like, how do you put all those into like one town, dude? Like, how does it make sense? It's like, well, you know, I could probably figure a way out to do that. You know what I mean? And I could tell these stories if I want to do that, you know, and try to make it organic and fun and dark and scary and action packed and gory and horrific, and have, you know, do some nods to folklore around the world and American. I wanted to mostly put I want to go real Americana with this too, as far as like American legends and stuff like that, because a lot of our folklore stuff has been European, you know, and which I love, but I think we got a lot until recent years. We, you know, in America, we haven't really explored that. So I want to do that in the story a lot too. I have a lot of big plans for Butch Cleaver, and I don't know, I could really just talk about that for a while. So like with this story, like for 2, I know you got 1, but with 2, I really wanted to go into his origin, you know, and I really wanted to add a little heart to the story if possible. I know it's kind
cool. Well, you know, I thought one of the cool things about the first book is that, you know, you didn't just dive into the origin. I mean, you gave enough to get the story going, but you left like the, you know, the backstory of him for later. You know, I think a lot of creators sometimes think, oh, I've got to do all of this info dump and, you know, got to get all of this out there so they know exactly where the character's at before they can start going on an adventure with this character. And that's not necessarily the case. You know,
yeah.
Sometimes you can just, you know, for a character, do a medias res, you know, jump right into the story, and then you tell that you know, tell the backstory later.
And I really wanted to make, if I had the time, I ain't gonna lie, I probably would tell it a little differently, but I'm trying to do the best I can.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Shadowhawk. And like Wolverine, they waited like 30 years to make him Logan and Howlett, you know, and I like that origin and idea, and I kind of wanted to go into that with Butch, but I mean, maybe if I had a little more time, maybe I might, you know, make him more of a guy in the dark, you know what I mean, a phantom in the streets of the town, you know, but I kind of wanted people to see where he came from and how it started and everything. I want people to know like where he was from birth, straight up, like, and how he is, you know, and me, you know, like if you look at like, I haven't really talked about this too much, but if you look at like serial killers and people like that are psychopaths, there's no redeeming. Like they don't redeem themselves usually. They go to jail and they die, really, you know. And so I'm like, that's. What if I can remedy that? What if I could find a way that the guy was so fucked up that possibly there's some social redeeming value to this character, and maybe he was somebody, you know, that is worth redemption. So that's another, you know, is he the villain, the victim, or the victor? You know, that's the title of the second book.
Well, I mean, and that's an interesting place to come at it as well. You know, instead of it just being cut and dry, you know, you don't necessarily tell the audience, you know, what to think. You give them the information and you let the audience, you know, make up their mind. I mean, that's how it works, whether we wanted to or not. I mean, you can tell everybody that the character is the most popular character in the world, but yeah. And you know, it's better to show instead of tell. So showing, you know, the origin like this instead of, you know, just telling it, you know. I mean, it depends on the story, but yes, I think it's much better to show things. You know, this is a visual medium, right? You know, be able to show. We should be able to show rather than tell. That's one of the beauties of our medium, is that we have the ability to show. I mean, you've got a novel, and it takes 1,000 words to describe a single picture. You know, is what they say. So, I mean, with this, we should take advantage of that. We should be able to tell the story with the artwork. You know, you shouldn't have to, you know, tell with words what's going on. You shouldn't have to, you know, you shouldn't have to lead the audience by the hand. You should be able to give them the guideposts, and they should be able to follow them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that could be hard sometimes too, and especially if you're a really good writer, which I'm not. You try to put these cool words in there sometimes, you know what I mean, that people don't really use in real life, you know, and that would be even coming from a modern story, and I'm doing it kind of like a Western dark fantasy horror type thing. So I don't know, it's kind of hard, but I'm trying to show people some stuff in this book, and try to, if there's words in there, I try to make them fun and not fun, but interesting and entertaining.
Absolutely. Just as long as it comes across as real and natural and, fun. And like you said, entertaining.
Yeah,
That's the main goal.
Like, so with this one, like the first half of the book, I'm starting off with the origin. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And it's gonna kick right into where it picked off from the last one. So he's at the saloon chilling, and then some shit goes down, and then he's got to go, and he's gonna go find the voodoo doll, and he's gonna have to go up against a lot of his lieutenants in this one.
All right. Well, then let's go ahead and watch the trailer. And can you hear it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. I actually shared the audio. Is this the song that you worked on?
Yeah.
Nice, dude. It sounds good.
Oh, thanks.
So are you playing guitar?
No.
Are you drums?
That's all Dave.
Oh wow, man. Nice.
And that's Red Gaze that did the
Hell
trailer.
yeah. Red's awesome. He's very good at those trailers, man.
Yeah.
Like he's got that knack, man. I dig it.
Love that guy.
Yeah. And then this is the song.
Yeah.
Nightmare. Okay, cool. That's I very much dig the song. Just you know what? Well, I'll just let that play in the background while we talk about this. Technology.
Right?
No, I dig the song, man. Have to turn it down just a wee bit so we can hear. All right, so the bone barrel. Tell me about the bone barrel. What's going on with this one?
So with this here, basically gonna get the first print graphic novel, like the one you got. You're gonna get the second print, both signed by me if you want. And if you don't want it, email me or DM me on Twitter. I won't sign it. And you're also gonna get a head sketch by me, and that's gonna be on a Bristol board. And it took me forever to find a Bristol board that small, It's like 10 by
10 by 7.
10 by 7.
Yeah, it's the size of a comic book.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I would have gotten.
And then I'll just cut
lyrics. Hang on. Wait a minute. Nice. So this is all him?
Yeah.
Nice, dude. That's very cool. I'm excited to sit down and listen to that whole thing.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay, so you can also get the first one, right? Butch Cleaver 1. In this one. All right, so if you guys missed the first one, this is the one to grab. I mean, and a head sketch. I mean, come on now. That's awesome. All right, but the base book is $25. And how many pages?
52.
52.
At least.
Excellent. Yeah.
If I get ahead of the game, maybe I might throw a couple more in there.
Yeah.
But 52 for sure.
I was actually looking at previews today. I had to finish my previews order for the shop, and I was comparing, like the trades that they sell, or the books that come out, and sometimes the prices are comparable. Sometimes it's it's a big company, so of course the price is cheaper.
Right.
But like I was looking at, like I'm talking about the actual small little guys in the back of previews that are playing the game, hoping to get picked up by a shop, and I'm wondering, like, what's their pipeline like as compared to what we do here? Because you know, for a hardcover, it's comparable. You know, the Through the Woods hardcover that I got from Vinny, you know, it's, you know, the price that I paid for it is comparable to one that I would order from another independent, you know, comic company in previews. So I'm wondering what the pipeline is, because, you know, that's Diamond. They've got, you know, they got to pay overhead to Diamond and all that shit. Here, it's direct to customer. I mean, granted, that doesn't end up in my shop, and that bugs the shit out of me, but, you know.
And then Vinny hooked it up too with all those other things in there too, like just extra stuff. You know what I mean? If you you backed it, you know, like it came with some tchotchkes. You know what I mean? And at the time I backed it, it came with like this sketchbook. With
the Kelsey Shannon cover.
Yeah, with the cover by
man.
Kelsey Shannon. And it was just like, you're not going to get this.
He still ships those out. You know, he still ships those out. You know, right immediately. So.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
on
man.
the City of Venus. Yeah. So yeah, man. I was just it's curious. I'm just a curious person, and you know, since I am a part of both of these worlds, it's a very interesting dichotomy to see. You know.
Yeah, absolutely, man. You're like right on the line, you know.
Well, yeah, you know, I love it's my childhood comic shop. I love my comic shop. I love comics. You know, and I love this. I love seeing independent comics get made, get funded, get out to people.
Oh yeah, man, it's a dream, you know. Like even if I want this book to get funded, but I got the first book funded, and before that, I got to make 3 issues and put them in stores. You know, right now I'm like, you know, I really want this to happen, but it's like, you know, I'm lucky and I'm blessed. I'm blessed to have even done a first issue. You know what I mean? So,
absolutely. What's up? What about? Welcome. Thank you for coming to hang out. Replicant says, that shit slams. Yeah, it do. Yeah, it do.
I seen this video on Twitter where some dude's like drinking a drinking a beer at a metal show, and this fucking little swole ass fool comes up behind him like, and just hits him. The fool's like, ooh. It's like, damn, dude. That's fucked up.
This is why I'm going to be putting like spikes on my battle vest, like on the shoulders and on the back. That way, when I'm up front and you assholes that are back there throwing each other around and try to climb on my back, you're gonna get a rude awakening. Because you know, being 6 foot, I 6'2", people like to try to climb on me and jump into the crowd, and it's just I got real sick of that at the Cannibal Corpse show that I went to. The last one.
I'm the little bitch in the back that's just standing there like that, drinking his beer inside the House of Blues, and the fucking singer is just like, fuck that motherfucker, pit, bitch. I'm just like, no, dude, I'm not going to pit. I mean, I want to pit, but I mean, I'm going to get fucked up. I got work tomorrow. I want to listen to you guys. It's nothing personal. I'm not mad dogging you. I just got resting bitch face. You know what I mean? I'm just watching you. I like to watch you. You guys are fucking awesome. No, but I mean, for real.
Well, I mean, I'm here to see the music. I'm not here to fuck around with these yahoos.
I swear, dude. I mean, maybe 10 years ago, I'm down to go get fuck some shit up, but not right now. You don't listen to you guys.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, every now and then.
Yeah,
but I mean, when I go to a show, I mean, it's the hawk is up.
Oh, dog.
So, yeah. It's difficult to drive. So
hey, you got to make it happen, like Jim Carrey, dude, in Florida.
Oh yeah,
Florida death scene, Cannibal Corpse. You know, with his head out the window.
Yeah, absolutely. I might actually have to try that. Anyway,
sorry. Sidetrack.
So, all right. So first print. Okay, so you can just get it just by itself. The first print of the Butch Cleaver. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice, man. And then a head sketch by itself. And then okay, so without the head sketch, you can get just 1 and 2 signed.
Yeah.
And then the wanted poster art. Okay, so what is what do we? Ooh.
So all this stuff on the left, that's for everybody that backs a book. So with that being said, it's like if they just back the head sketch, they won't get that stuff. But if they back a book, they'll get all that. And then I got one more thing to announce that they will get. So,
guys, that's cool. Wow. Okay, so a metal bottle opener for the first 100 backers? Are you kidding?
Yeah, and we're only on backer 3, 4 right now. So this is it right here, and that shit's fucking metal as fuck. It's by Phoenix Animation, the CG Metalsmith.
Hell yeah!
I've been opening bottles
good
with
work.
it.
Hang on, let me embiggen you here.
Thank you, sir.
Look at
that.
I just
used my little banner from 2016. I put that on there. Whoop, sorry, I got it upside down. My bad, guys.
Wicked.
Yeah, It's fucking heavy, dude.
Yeah,
So
that's
this
awesome, man.
might weigh a little bit in the shipping, but that's why I'm trying to factor everything in. So,
but I mean, it's flat, so you can ship it with everything else.
yeah, absolutely. And then I wanted to make a button of his belt buckle symbol or his insignia, so I thought that might be kind of fun. Patches are in the stretch goals because they're a little pricey, but I haven't gotten that many bumper stickers from campaigns, so I wanted to get a Butch Cleaver bumper sticker. I thought it'd be kind of cool, you know.
Oh yeah, I mean, I just got a Lady Death bumper sticker with my most recent haul from the Lady Death Kickstarter. So yeah, man, bumper stickers are great.
I think I just got a Cyberfrog one. I think that's from like the first book. I think from Blood Honey. I think that's the only thing I got. I haven't got any other bumper stickers.
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, I remember that one.
And then I got a wanted poster. I want to make that 11 by 17. I got one by Michael Beacon, and he rolled it up around the graphic novel in the book that I backed for 7 Legions. And I was like, oh, I want to make a Butch Cleaver wanted poster for that, you know.
Really?
So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to wrap it around there so it doesn't get all fucked up. And then the button, I'm going to tape it because I got Monster MD. He taped it to the front, kind of cool. So I'm going to try. This thing's going to be a fucking contraption of different things. If, God willing, I get the funness. I'm going to have all that in there, you know. So, and it's like I want to hook. I want to put as much stuff as I can put in there, you know, as I can. It's fun, dude. Like you were saying, you work at a comic store, so you know everything. And with these books, they have to be packed with tchotchkes. Now they have to. I'm sorry, you're back in a book, you know, and you got to go full force. If you don't, the extra that's stuff fine is fun. Too.
Yeah,
you know, and I did a pretty decent sized sticker. What up, Brian? Thanks for all the support.
What's up,
brother.
Frog G?
What up, Frog G?
Brian,
thanks for all the support. Go. Both of you guys, thank you so much, man. You guys are awesome. And yeah, I wanted to do a decent size 6 a.m. sticker again too. I was lucky enough to get him to do a Butch and Thor.
Yeah, man, I love
sticker.
6. He's a good dude.
I got lucky with it. I got in there. I was like, "Hey, dude, can you do him riding the bull? I want to get the bull in there, dude, this time." And he's like, "All right." And I got lucky, man. I got it. So
nice. I love the fact that you can have like an entire collection of like CG characters done in 6's style.
I want a shirt the shirt. You know, I want his shirt like with all the characters.
Yeah, with all the characters on there.
Whether I back them or like their book or not, I don't care what characters they are. If I don't agree with them, I want that fucking shirt with all those because some of those characters are indie characters, but I don't give a fuck. I want that shirt, dude. That'd be with Spider-Man, like, oh fuck this shit. He's just standing there like looking at everything.
Yep. Brian says Mark is the shiznit. He needs to do a color form set. Yeah, that's true. He needs to. Well, I suppose he's got to wait until after his contract with Apple. But I want to play his game, like his game that's on iOS, but like fucking iOS POS.
He's one of those guys, dude, where he's just multi-talented in different facets of art. You know, like damn, and he's so creative and he's funny as fuck. Like he could rap. It's like all that stuff, all the videos.
Yeah. The back and forth betwing him and Fraga is pretty funny. Oh, that was funny, dude.
And then the impersonations, like damn, like he knows them pretty good. Him and Deadwood. That's what I'm screaming. Like him and Deadwood are fucking funny as fuck. Yeah, he is a sleeping giant of CG, Brian, as he was saying in the chat.
Just counting down to the Frog G book is in development. Then I can get a 6 a.m. sticker. I mean, I added the laugh, but it was there. Right, Frog G? I want a 6 a.m. sticker. Shit.
Yeah, that's how I was, too.
My character.
You should get a Death Metal Hero
one. I want to be part of this party? Damn.
You should get a Death Metal Hero one, dude, with the fucking, the skull, the skeleton with the blue mohawk. That'd be fucking sweet.
Yeah, man. That's, definitely going to have him do that for that book. That character will show up in the cyberpunk story that I'm writing.
Oh fuck yeah! Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah, he's gonna show up in that story. Yep. And yes, the 6 a.m. sticker will be mine. Ah yes. The laugh was there. See, I was right. Or maybe some Cheerios. He masticates his foes. Ooh, look at his Nice interior art. So you're doing all the art yourself, like writing, art, colors, the whole shebang, right? One man army.
I'm doing everything, yeah, and I'm trying to get better with each book, and I'm getting better with each book. I started with in about 2016. If I could work on this thing full fucking blast every day for not go to like work, I would get better, I think. And but I don't.
It comes with working on the craft, man. I mean, well, you got family, you got work, I mean, this is a passion project, man.
And I wish I could just study art and comics,
you already got, like you said, you got 3 issues out in comic shops, and you already got 1 book crowdfunded. I mean, and this is a passion project for you, man.
Yeah.
You know, so that's more than some people do ever. So, hell yeah.
I want people to I hope people like it, and I'm trying to grow on every facet of who I am, and as an artist too, man. I hope they like it, and hopefully each book gets better. People think so. The writing, the art, everything.
Yeah,
and that's Butch right there. He's growing up in a slaughterhouse. He's meeting his father's competitor, Whitey Ratatouille, the White Rat. That's his uncle Jake right there. He's introducing him and showing him how to break down a side of beef. And is he handing him that knife, or is he pointing him that knife? Yeah, you guys might have to find out and see. And
I like the sunlight beaming in through the windows up here. It's a cool effect, man.
You like that? Each character in the book, I thank you. Each character in the book, I try to give them a different lighting source for their environment. So, like with the voodoo doll, he's money, so I give him like purple for royalty, gold, and green, and then Whitey, he gets like a pinkish red. It's different things like that I think about for the different characters, and that right there is Zulambi. He's an African zombie. Oh, he's an African? Yeah, he's an African zombie. Some people are like, oh, zombie, but I wanted an African zombie, like a dude from Africa.
Like the traditional. I mean, it's like a combination of the traditional zombie from like White Zombie and the undead zombie.
Exactly, and I want him to be
like a chunk out of his head, and he's got brains
are exposed. He's ripped up. His fucking nose is cut open. His shit's coming out. Why is he there? Why is he working for the voodoo doll? What did the voodoo doll do to him? And that's stuff like that. And he has to fight Butch. And Butch has to do something to him, and he might not want to, but he might give Butch a licking.
Right, give Butch a run for his money.
Yeah, and then right there I have Butch. I'm just showing him in his early 20s when he's alive in the story, because I'm going into that. He's a redhead, and he's at the voodoo doll's house of love, because in the house, in his establishment in the front, it's the house of love, and in the back it's the dollhouse. So when you go into the dollhouse, it's in the front's the church, and the back it's the bordello. So you go in the back, and he goes in there to take
Heaven
some.
and hell.
Yeah, he's picking up his money from the pimps, and they don't want to pay him. So then you got the horse running out the back. Hate to say it, but that's what they referred to as in the 1800s.
Yeah.
And that's Raw Meat Ren. I kind of show him a little bit in the first book. He's the most vile pirate to sail the 9 seas, and in this universe. And he's fighting Butch right there. Butch is splashing his whiskey milk all over him, and he's got his blunderbuss hook sword arm. So,
wow,
they're gonna get down in here.
Nice.
And that's 5 Points Fitzpatrick. That's a dirty cop that's on the payroll of the voodoo doll. They get down in there. They get a little bare knuckler. Butch, I was going to a Comic-Con, and some kid saw my book, and he's like, damn, this guy's OP. Like overpowered, like Pokemon and shit. I'm like, okay. And I really thought about that, and I don't want him to be really OP, So
right. You don't want to create like a Mary Sue. You don't want. It's always so easy for him. Yeah. I really like this top panel up here, man. Like there's a lot of good movement up here, and like just that you can feel that impact, and the color work really works with the line work. So yeah, this page is good, man. I really dig this page.
I was really inspired by Graham Nolan's color scheme. And then I thought of like Bernie Wrightson.
Great person to look at, man. He's awesome.
And what he does is the coloring is it's weird, man, because I'm trying to go light on like a lot of the different rendering with colors, and I want to render more with ink. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, totally.
So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying not to add so much different rendering with color, and I want to go really heavy on ink. So it's either I'm going to go light on ink rendering and heavy on color rendering, or I'm going to go vice versa. So for me, I want to do that, hopefully, going forward, because I really like pens and inks and brushing and all that shit, man. You know what I mean? And messing with ink washes. And if you're going to do all that, there's no point in doing it if you're going to color it and color all over it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. Thank you, man.
Yeah. I agree.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it, man.
And, dude, I'm serious. This works well. Like this, I like this. Like
Thank you, man.
Like the rendering with the ink, and then doing the colors, you know, the minimal rendering with color. I think that works for you, man. Like, because this page pops.
Hell
like,
yeah, man.
This is good shit right here.
And I wanted to have like amber lighting in some of the spots. So if there's a street light, it's going to be amber, and if it's up on the roof, it's going to be like this, kind of blue, and blue and yellow for the night and the moon. It's always a full moon there. No? So
yeah, I mean, got to be. Gotta get that gothic noir feel. I mean, that's the whole the pulp feel to it. You know, that's the whole dirty, gritty city pulp feel. You know, it's always a full moon or shining down. This is cool. Him flying down off the building, land on the ox. Oh, and there it is. There's the Wanted poster. Now, you showed us the original art for this on Topic List the other night. You want to bring that up again? You got that right there to show?
I actually do. I got it right here.
Excellent.
And that's Butch and his
awesome.
His rag butcher mask. You know, he just wears that around town, and people think he's a leper, and they think he's some fucked up drummer boy from the army. They got the fucking leprosy.
Right. Okay, so there's the original lion art, and then there's the poster, the Wanted poster. And so you're going to do that as an 11x17 print and wrap it around the graphic novel, huh?
Yeah, I want to go as big as possible. And I wanted to go I wanted to switch the paper up, but I don't think it'll withstand the shipping. But I also want people to hang it in their garage when they're drinking beer, and I want them to throw darts at it and shit, you know? And I mean, I could take like a different thing. I was telling Wyman about it. You know, I could splash some coffee on it and get a cigarette lighter and burn the sides of it. You know, like we did in school. Make
each one unique.
Oh yeah, but I also want it to be strong too. You know, so for this campaign, I'm going to do that, and here's my lucky number. So I made him 3,000.
Hell yeah.
And that was a sign up for anyone that signed up, and first week backers, you get the Street Enforcer Butch. So Butch in the first part of the book, he's an enforcer for Whitey the Ratatouille, the white rat. He goes and works for him, as you see in the beginning when he's a kid, and he just stays there. He works there up until his late 18s, 20s, and he goes around and he extorts money out of the townspeople, the goods townspeople of Oubliette. You know, if you don't got his money, then he'll take your tooth as partial payment. He'll give you one right in the shit eater. And that's Butch Cleaver right there. And if you were a first week backer or a someone that signed up, you get that one right there.
Very cool.
And that's Butch right there. He's riding his bull tour, and he's fighting some zombie voodoo dolls. I haven't seen any like kind of voodoo dolls human size that are kind of zombie-esque. I haven't seen really anything like that. And to be honest with you, bro, like sometimes I create things. I create things and I write around it. Do you know what I mean?
Sure.
I draw
if you
the
got like
and then
a visual idea,
yeah. And
man.
Like, oh, that's been done. Fuck that. Oh, that's been done. Oh, I've seen that. Oh, you know. And,
Simpsons did it. Did it. Yeah. Now I hear you, man. No, that's a great idea. Especially if you're a writer artist, you think visually. You know?
I do.
I mean, I can't speak for other writers out there, but as a writer artist, I think visually. So sometimes it is much easier for me to come up with something visually and then, like you say, create a story around it so it makes sense. And I can tweak things visually if I'm writing something and it's like that doesn't really make sense. Let's do it this way, and then I can tweak the visuals. But having that visual sense of things first, That's where it comes. That's how it comes to me. I mean, always.
Yeah, I think that's the best way to do it for comics, personally. I mean, for now, I mean, I don't know. I could learn more. I'm such a greenback, but I mean, I think that that's awesome, dude. You know, I think I don't want to quote him, but I think Jim Lee does that too, for like characters and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, I mean, I wouldn't doubt. You know,
It's
I mean, writer artists. I mean, how you draw. You know, you think of a picture in your head, you envision it, and then you put it down on paper. It's kind of what we do. You know, first. So, and then, oh, that's wicked cool, dude.
Remember that, dude? Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah, I dig the colors on this, man. That came out really good.
Oh wow, thank you. Yeah, I wanted to show Opio Possum. That's Whitey's cousin, the bounty hunter from the first issue. You know.
Yeah.
And I really wanted to make a card of him on the last campaign. I couldn't do it, and then I made one on this one. Hopefully, we'll fund. But if not, I created it, so it could get printed. You know, but I did it. You know, I could die from that and be happy about it. And I wanted to show him, you know, there and. You know, waterfall in the background, maybe Bigfoot's a Sasquatch or Skin Eater's back there, and he's got a dude hanging from the tree in the back that he fucked up. And yeah, man, I mean, I wanted to put him in there. You know what I mean? So
yeah, I remember you showed us the original artwork for this. You know, your shadow work is definitely getting just great, man. It's getting so
Thanks,
good.
Man.
You know, the balance of the black and white. I remember looking at the pieces on Topicless and thinking that the balance of the black and white is really good.
Wow, thanks, man.
Yeah,
I mean, so much.
Well, you know, you're putting in the work, man. It's like Brian said. It's always nice to see the growth of the artists in this scene. You know, and sometimes, and I'm speaking from personal experience, sometimes, you know, you don't even see the forest from the trees when you're working on something. You're just kind of working on it, and people are like, wow, this is, dude, you're getting better. And you're like, I am? Oh, well, thank you. You know, you feel like cool. you're getting better. You feel like you're getting a little more competent in what you're doing. But, you know, we all need that encouragement. It's nice to hear, like, yeah, dude, you're getting better. This is like I love the hands. I mean, I'm a sucker for hands. So.
Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, I wanted to show his hands, like the claws, but have a blade in there too. And it's kind of hard to hold a blade that big with showing your fingers.
Oh yeah, you gotta have a real good grip on it with your thumb.
Yeah.
But I mean, you know, this is comics, so
like a guitar, you know.
Allowed to have a little fun, little leeway with it. Mm-hmm. And so at 6K doing patches and at 8K metal bookmarks.
Yep, just real straightforward. Just boom, boom.
Yeah. All right, so we are currently sitting at scrolly, 2,570. So you need to get to 4,000. You've got 12 days left, guys. 64%. So we need to get him there. Go ahead and throw this on again. I really dig this song. Tell your friend that he did a great job. Like,
thanks,
I dig
man.
it.
Yeah, I love
it's a lot
Dave,
of fun
man.
to listen to.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
You'd love to hear that.
Well, I mean, it's a nice thing to have music with a campaign too, because you know a lot of campaigns have started like having like synthwave and stuff, like little soundtracks. I think that's a fucking great thing. If you have the resources, if you have the ability, do it. You know, have a song made for it. You know, something unique, and you know, it's I don't know. It adds to the experience. You know, it brings an ambiance. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. You know what this reminds me of, actually?
What's that?
You ever listen to that band Suspiria?
No,
Okay, I'll send you a link to it. Like, this actually reminds me of Suspiria quite a bit. I like it.
Oh, wow, thanks. Yeah, I'd love to check them out, man. I love, hearing new music.
Same. I love discovering new music.
Or new metal. But not new metal. New metal's all right.
You know, like Cold Chamber was considered new metal, and I like Cold Chamber still to this day.
I like Devil Driver, bro.
Yeah, Devil Driver's great. I dig them. Do you guys out in audience land? Do you guys have any questions for our boy Matt here as we're winding down? Any questions about the campaign? What is next for you after this? Like, you just going to keep working on Butch Cleaver, or are you going to take a break and bring another one of those ideas to the forefront that you were talking about?
If this book does not fund, I'll probably print 2 copies for myself, and then that way the story's done. And I'm either gonna work on Butch Cleaver 3, or I'm going to work on a new IP, hopefully. But I might not. Those are just two different ideas of what's going to happen. So
right. Well, I mean, if this one doesn't fund, God willing it does, but if this one doesn't, retool and relaunch, and when you're ready to, if it so happens that way, if you want to launch, I'll help you launch. I mean, talk to Shay and Sai, just we got to get you out there more on different shows, man. Because I mean, this is a fucking great concept. It's a fun concept, and you've been part of this scene from the very beginning, man. So we need to get you out there, get some more eyes on your project. You know what I mean?
Oh, thanks, bro.
Absolutely, brother. Let's see. He did our ash can. What's up, Frog? Oh, we've got a Boob Dan Art hanging out in the chat. What's going on, man? Good to see you.
What's up, Boob Dan?
Welcome. Thank you, Frog G, for dropping the links in the chat. Yeah, man, I dig it. I dig the. Hey, look, it's suggesting the video that we're in right now. That's awesome.
Oh yeah.
But guys, go ahead and check this book out. As you can see, I backed the first one, and I'm gonna get this one as well. So I want my book. Wow. So thanks, jump on it now. Go get the Bone Barrel. Help our boy out. Get the Bone Barrel and get a head sketch. This is a fun, unique book. I don't know, Western horror, gothic, with a little bit of pulp noir thrown in for good measure. Oh, and Vikings. That's right.
Oh yeah.
Anything else you want to say about this book? Anything else you want to say in conclusion, my friend?
No.
Any bands anybody should check out?
Check out the new Dark Tranquility album. Check out the new At the Gates. They're both very good. I would say that thank you, Death Metal Hero, for helping me with the first launch of the first book. You guys were very detrimental in me succeeding in the first campaign, and I thank you for that. And that song that you guys created was awesome. If you guys want to, you guys can pick up a t-shirt as an add-on as well. I have a few of those left, mediums, large, and extra large. And thank you, Comicsgate, and everybody for helping me out. That's all I got to say.
Hell yeah. Well, we're going to go ahead and wrap this one up. If nobody has any questions, open some love for our Metal Comics Warrior friends. That's right. We're going to go ahead and wrap this one up. If nobody else has any questions, but to leave you, we will go ahead and show. Let's see if I can do this correctly. Dun. Go ahead and give you the song from back in the day.
Hell yeah.
And take it easy, guys. Animated by a thirst for pain, brought back to deal it over again. Devastated by this need to gain, revenge for being just another roll the bones! Roll the bones! Slashing those fuckers on the gothic ground! Roll the bones!
grand by the smooth edge. For the place, popping bones of time. All that's left, this talk will roll about, roll them bones, slashing these fuckers on the go.